Okay, Pete and Paul build video number 29. This video is primarily for those who have built and installed a Corvair firewall forward. I want your advice. I want you to take a look at this video and give me an idea if there's any mistakes that I've made or any gotchas that I need to correct now rather than getting into the field and having problems. So first of all, the panel is pretty much done and in. I'll turn the master on. All we really have alive right now is the air fuel gauge, Hobbs meter, voltmeter. The battery's low, it's just an old PC80. But thanks to the guy who suggested I put the airspeed indicator there rather than there. And pretty simple, I'm still waiting for a gauge from Summit Racing. They're backlogged, but CHT, this is the coil, this is master, coil, starter button, oil pressure, oil temp, airspeed altitude. This is my tachometer, and this is voltmeter and hours and the air fuel. And then this is the primer that we'll use, okay? So if there's anything I'm sort of missing or whatever, make a suggestion there, okay? Let's go to the business end of things. This is what I really want to talk about up here. So this is the bulk of my firewall forward installation so far. So I'm going to go slowly here. Now, this is my tachometer right there. That's the space I put between the pickup and the bolts in the flywheel. So if that needs to be closer, somebody please let me know. Then of course the alternator is wired in. This is the stuff coming from the starter. These are my plug wires, of course. I made this standoff here, try to make it neat and clean of an installation. Okay, so this is obviously going to get pretty hot. So if that's no good, please somebody let me know. Other side, I've sort of wired it to this oil line goes to the 5th bearing. So if that's not going to work, again, give me some advice. Here's my oil temperature sender. Now, I bought this one from Summit Racing, but it has these 2 leads, and I don't know how to wire this thing. I couldn't figure it out. So someone let me know how to use this thing. It obviously fits into here, and this was one I just found in my box. And I assume it works. I don't know if it works with the auto meter that I got from Summit Racing, but it's the same kind of thing. But of course, you just put a ring terminal on there. So I'd like to use the new one. I paid for it, US dollars, thank you. But let me know. These, of course, are the ignition plug wires that are bundled together. And this has to pass, so I'm gonna make the baffles next. Baffles are gonna go here. This, of course, will have to pass through that. So again, if there's any advice and suggestions on how to, try to make it as neat as possible, just kind of fire sleeve this stuff, okay? Of course, oil filter, which I'll safety wire. Here's my air oil separator. Goes off as per the instructions. I just made a little standoff here. This is from the distributor, as you can tell. Comes all there. Hope this isn't too shaky. And then this is my ground wire for my tack. Signal went to the gauge, and the ground wire is there. Just kind of neaten it up there as neat as I could make it. Made a little standoff. This is my oil pressure wire. I'll show you on the other side. This, of course, is the business end right there. We don't want that guy falling off, so I put a safety tie or a zip tie right there. RTV'd it in place so it doesn't come loose. This is my primer line, so I need to get a bung welded on. I need to get a bung welded on here and then attach. This is pretty easy. So this will be the primer line that comes from the primer I just showed you. Engine ground strap, which you can see there. Try to go slowly here. Engine ground strap. And down here is my gasculator. And of course the fuel line comes in from the gravity fed tank. This is the primer, sucks up fuel from here, and of course spits it out into here, and hopefully the sucker will start. And I just need a fuel line to go from here to the carburetor. I have a Stromberg carb. This is just my lines to it. Again, this is just one of those B nuts that aircraft spruce sells. It works pretty good. This is very low friction, so it's very easy to operate. If anybody sees anything there that they don't like, let me know. Okay, that's that end. Okay, on the other side, before I want to make this video too long, this is my CHT. I should show you this. I will hook this up, but the CHT pickup is right here, one on either side. So I'll feed this through here, but that's the cylinder head gauge, one per side. Engine is mounted as per recommendations with the cotter pins in there. On this side is, oh, what I want to know about it, this is my oil pressure sender right here. It's mounted this way. It's the only way I could sort of fit it in and get a good shot of that, right? Well, whatever, you see the idea. Here's my oil pressure sender, and it's wired in with the line to here. So if that's not right or something's not going to work there, let me know. And that's about it. Air oil separator you've seen. So, and these of course are the lines for the oil cooler. So once I build the baffles, oil cooler will go here. These lines will connect in there. So again, advice if anybody has a trick on how to make these baffles. Good. Last thing I want to show you before this video gets too long is inside here. That's where I have my battery. Okay, my battery's there. Master solenoid right there. Battery, master solenoid, and of course our coils. I've wired it up in accordance. My the condenser is attached to that guy over there, and it too is grounded. So did the best I could there. And then here is, you know, the firewall pass through right there, and zip tied again, and into the divider or whatever, the splitter, this thing, to the coils, and it kind of looks like that. Okay, so again, if that's too close or something, there's a problem there, let me know. Down here is my bus bar, so I have a positive and a negative. Maybe I could show you from here. Down here, voltage regulator. The bus bars over there, and this is the Innovative Motorsports air oil separator. That I'm waiting for my exhaust pipes from William in Florida to hook up my air oil or my air fuel mixture. So that's that deal right there. That's blinking red. And so there's kind of a rat nest, but it's actually not as bad as it looks. And that's it. Okay. So yes, and I'm still waiting for the exhaust to come from Corvair in Florida, for these guys to go on here so I can do my carburetor heat muff, carb heat, and attach my pipes on there. So William, I know you always watch Facebook here, so I'm waiting for that. That's it. So hopefully that was okay, wasn't too confusing. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll upload this here shortly.